Hi and welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today we are going to do a little 1 month update on the novelty fowl species that I have put into Leca. And I just love these white pots. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the first one that we put into Leca back in August. And this is the Phalaenopsis Summer Rose Blue Star. She's continuing to bloom out. Now she's been in bloom for a few months, just continuously blooming, putting out new root right here that is going down into the media, as well as the aerial root there. She's shot out. This one has extended, and if we look back here, she has this root that is going down. Do you see that beautiful growing tip right there? She's going down into her media. So she seems to be pretty happy in here. And all of them I have flushed every 3 days for the last month. And then last night they got a good soak in some Epsom salt for about 30 minutes and rinsed out. I let them sit overnight with just plain water. And then this morning they all have 150 parts per million of fertilizer in there. And let's just talk about the Bellina wild leaf here that I got from Brooksides. She hasn't been in here quite a month. Oh wait, yes she has. I did do her in August. Some of these I did at the beginning of September, so they've either been in here a full month or right at a month. But when I put her in here, because initially she was in a bark and sphagnum mix, but her roots are really, they're only about that long. So once she started growing this leaf, I do know that once Phalaenopsis start growing leaves, generally roots will fall behind. And I did put a little bit of moss here to help encourage the roots that she does have to stay hydrated until she develops some roots to go down into the pot. Now she doesn't have a lot of roots in there, but I'm hoping that will change again with this new leaf growth coming. And her reservoir is almost full because, like I said, her roots are only about that long. So I wanted that moisture to be more up in here so that the roots will find their way down. As I see roots developing and growing, I will, lower the water level. And then we have Inscriptiosis. Now this one I did put in at the beginning of September, and her magnesium deficiency is starting to go away. As you can see, these are starting to darken back up. So a few more soaks and some Epsom salt and she'll look pretty in the next few months. But she has started this new leaf growth right here since moving her into the Leca setup, self-watering. She has maintained her one little bloom that she has. Let's just enjoy that for a second. I love that striping on there. That is just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And she does have a little bit of a scent, nothing really that I can describe. Lots of happy sap on there. Her aerial roots are still shooting out. Now this one right here, let's zoom in on it. Do you see I broke the tip off of it, so my bad. But she is, let's see, I did see some roots, and with her I don't want to move her too much, but she does have, let's see if we can just get down and see them. Let me zoom in. But as you can see, she's got a nice beautiful root tip growing right there. And in my experience, the longer the root tip, the healthier the root is going to be. Let me know if you find that same experience, regardless of what you're growing in. And then back here, let's talk about Phalaenopsis Geoho Summer Love. So she had this spike when I put her in, and she is, let me turn her around. She is continuing to blast buds. This is the third one now. I am leaving them, take that one off. I am going to leave the spike on there just to see if eventually one of them will bloom for me. Now, if she doesn't, say in the next month, I'll go ahead and cut the spike off. But she is also digging her roots down into the media there. And then I believe she's got some new ones right back in here. Let's just look real quick. Yep, see that one right there going right down in there? That's gorgeous. And then she's got this nice new one here. Let me know your thoughts on whether I should go ahead and cut the spike and just wait for the next one, or should I continue to be greedy and hope and pray that one of those bloom out for me? I'll take your advice, I promise. If you say cut the spike, I'll cut the spike. I won't be greedy. But if you say, nah, be greedy, wait for it, then we're going to wait for it. And then over here, we have the Phalaenopsis Yapon evergreen so this spike is now drying out, but she came with this spike. And this is the spike that she grew in my care. So this one just may be older. It may have nothing to do with transitioning her in here. But she's doing great. This flower is finally going over. She did have it when I put it in there about a month ago, and it was on there for about 4 or 5 weeks before then. So I don't think, again, that has anything to do with the transition. I think it just has to do with the natural life cycle. But she is also extending the leaf that she's growing here. And yes, this one has a little bit of a magnesium deficiency as well. I am trying to correct that. I don't see any new root growth on her, but she is extending this aerial root. So there is that one. And then let's talk about the Yin's Black Eagle here. So she's growing this leaf here, and her roots, this one here was just touching the media when I put her in, so it is going down, and as well as this one here. And then she has that root right under the leaf that is also going down into the media. So she seems to be transitioning well. And over here, let's move them around here. All right, so then we have Phalaenopsis Yapon that was really struggling. Like, she's been struggling since I got her, and it has nothing to do with the quality of the plant. When I got her, it was Trish. But this leaf right here is really taken off. Again, she has some moss around her to encourage some root growth, and I don't believe she has anything. I don't want to move her too much because, again, her roots are not that long, but she does have that one there going down into the media now. And let's look on the back. That one there is still nice and strong going down, as you can see. And as with the Phalaenopsis wildleaf, I do have this one a little bit more full with the water than the others, simply because I want the roots to go down into the moisture. And last but not least, but I have transitioned my Mini Mark, and Miss Mini Mark, oh, she's just absolutely beautiful. Let me move this tag. So this is her leaf that she was working on when I initially put her in there, still going. Roots going down into the leca, and if I could just turn her around this way, she has that beautiful new root coming right there. And this one here, oh, this aerial root that we really can't see, there it is, has shot off an extension. So that's beautiful. Now, aside from flushing them, I have also the ones that are with the moss on them. Every other day, I'll dampen the moss. I don't do it every day, just every other day. I will dampen that moss, and I try to keep her aerial roots pretty hydrated by spraying her every day. I don't always get to it, but I do try. So that is just a very quick update on the girls that have been in this leca setup for, like I said, most of them for a month, some of them a little under a month. But so far I'm pretty pleased with how they are doing. And I will continue to transition the rest of the ladies, which are right here. These four back here. So the Sanderiana, the Hieroglyphica, which one is this? The Taishing Fly Eagle, and the Abonensis, as I see new roots coming. And let's just zoom. Look at this. There's her latest bloom right there. Just gorgeous. And she is absorbing some leaves in the back, but that's natural. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. And that's just a very quick update on how the girls are doing in leca. Let me know if you see anything I can improve upon, something you think I should change. Again, do I need to cut the spike off of our beautiful lady that has the spike? And don't forget, our channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store, so go check them out for your orchid supplies as well as some orchids. And if you'd like to have a 12% discount on everything, just use the coupon code TRISH, TRISH, at the gift certificate coupon section at checkout. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day, and we'll see you guys on the next one.